Good evening, everybody. I'm David McCorkle with Technology, and to my left is Kelly and Jolie. We're going to talk to you a little bit tonight about Chromebooks, because that's what you're here to get. But anyhow, probably the question is, if you don't already know, is what is a Chromebook and why are we doing that here in the district? Well, I'll give you a little bit of background, and I'll do it quick. But several years ago, we started out on a mission to figure out what would be best for the district from a technology standpoint for the kids. What's going to make them competitive and what's going to help them in the future. And the device we came up with basically was the Chromebooks, and that's from 3rd through currently through 8th, and then we're going to move that into the high schoolers. And then as far as the kindergarten through 2nd, we're still looking at tablets for that. But anyway, we built the infrastructure to accommodate the kids here, and we have 18,000 students here, so we wanted to make it very, very fast and big for everybody so it'll work. So anyhow, what a Chromebook is it's a device that is a web-based device that utilizes the internet. It doesn't have to. There are some apps that are on it that work offline, but for the most rich environment would be to use the internet on the device. The apps are not on it like a Windows machine or like a typical PC that you're used to. They're all web-based. There is just thousands and thousands of educational applications out there for us to use on these devices. So anyway, the device is hooked to the internet when you're in the building, when you're in the district, anywhere. You can hook to your Wi-Fi at home. It can hook anywhere, libraries, wherever there's internet. Free internet's fine. It can hook to that, and it works the same way. If it does not have internet, it's still fine. It can work at home with the core set of apps that are on the device. And basically, the way we store data on this device is through Google Drive. Now, Google Drive is kind of like having your own filing cabinet. It's where all the apps are stored. Excuse me, all the data from the apps are stored. And like I said, it's not exactly like Windows and using Office because it doesn't have those set of apps installed on it. So you're not going to find Word, Excel, PowerPoint, that sort of thing, but what you are going to find is Google's versions of those, like Docs. That's the way you do word processing. Spreadsheets would use an app called Sheets and so forth. Slides would be like PowerPoint. So anyhow, we have done the safeguards and everything that we can that when you're in the district to protect websites that you shouldn't go to, malicious websites. It'll be the same at home. There's an agent on these devices that keeps it the same in here as it does when you're in your house. And we also have them low jacked so that we can find them in case they get lost. But anyhow, I've talked enough, so I'm going to pass this over to Kelly.
So Dave is holding up the Chromebook that you will be getting this evening. As you can see, it looks similar to a laptop. It comes in a case. You will get the case tonight as well, and you want to make sure that you keep the Chromebook in the case at all times. This is going to help protect it if you accidentally do knock it off the table. It's going to be much better protected in the case than not in the case. In the back, there is a zippered pocket, and in that pocket you will find 2 parts to the power cord and also a shoulder strap. So you can take the shoulder strap out and connect it to the bag and then kind of carry it diagonally across your chest, and that way it'll be easier for you to carry. In the back, there is a clear pocket, and tonight, boys and girls, you're going to get your own name tag for the Chromebook. This is going to be bright yellow, and that needs to stay in the Chromebook at all times. They're also checked out to you and scanned to you, but this is just a quick identification for the teacher. If by chance you leave it in the classroom, they'll know who that belongs to. We've had some issues in the middle schools and a couple in elementary schools where the screens are getting cracked. What happens is sometimes kids leave a pencil or a pen or earbuds or something on the keyboard, and then they get in a hurry and pull the Chromebook down and crunch.
Okay, so we're going to talk about a few Chromebook do's and a few don'ts. The first thing that we want you to do is we want you to use this Chromebook all the time. There are so many activities that you guys can do at home. There are so many activities that your teachers are so thrilled and excited to get going with you here at school. So we want you to use these Chromebooks, but we want you to use them responsibly. So how many of us are ready to get out of school at 2? Wait, you guys get out at what, 3? 3:10. How many at 3:07 are ready to go? I know it's more than that. Come on. Okay, 3:07, you're at your locker. You're ready to go. You throw everything in your book bag, notebooks, textbooks, Chromebook, and your water bottle. What does not go great with technology? Water. So you want to make sure that you do not put your water bottles in the same bag as your Chromebooks. We have also had the great cupcake escapade of 2000. It happened in 2015. We had a student come back to school. Her Chromebook wasn't working. She couldn't figure out why. The technician went through the Chromebook, and when the technician pulled up the keyboard, there was pink frosting all underneath. Now, we don't want to put any food or drink next to our Chromebooks either, so that cupcakes don't get shoved in there underneath the keyboards. So you just want to be careful with what you're doing. With those are our do's and our don'ts. Ms. Gilchrist created a video this summer with some of our Hazelwood kids, and I'm going to let her tell you about it right now.
We have some fantastic actors and actresses in our school district. The students really had a great time making this video, and they teach us some things that we should not do with our Chromebook in this video. So hopefully you'll enjoy watching it as much as they did making it.
Hello, this is an exciting time in the Hazelwood School District. We are excited to kick off our Google One-to-One initiative. All students in grades 3 through 8 will be provided with a Chromebook. This initiative is all about working to improve student learning in the 21st century. And to you students, having a Chromebook at your fingertips anytime and anywhere will provide you with real-time learning. Your Chromebook is an excellent educational tool, whether you are communicating with your peers, talking with outside resources about ideas or concepts, discussing and collaborating with teachers over assignments and homework, or using Google tools for many different projects, the Chromebook will assist you. The Hazelwood School District is very, very excited to provide you with this opportunity. Digital citizenship is a huge factor in using this technology. You must take care of your Chromebook. Use your Chromebook wisely. Make good decisions while using your Chromebook, and use it to grow academically. As you get older and move into college, and then the workforce, you will not only need to learn how to use technology productively, but also responsibly. We trust you with these Chromebooks, and we want you to use them to increase your learning. We'd also like to say thank you to the Hazelwood School District Board of Education for providing the necessary support to make this one-to-one initiative possible. Please pay attention to the following Chromebook basics. This is a Google Chromebook. It is similar to a laptop and has many of the same capabilities. One difference between the laptop and the Chromebook is the absence of installed software. You will not find individual files for word processing, emails, web browsing, or file storage. The Chromebook uses the internet to find, store, and process information. Documents, spreadsheets, presentations, emails, and other information will be stored in the cloud. Wireless internet access will allow you to research, send emails, interact with classmates, and turn in assignments. It is the student's responsibility for the general care of the Chromebook. When you are not using your Chromebook, it should be stored in a zipped-up protective case. All students will need to take their Chromebook home with them every night. Your Chromebook should be charged every night at your home. Your issued Chromebook is owned by the district. Never take your Chromebook to outside computer repair shops to be fixed. Chromebooks that are broken or failed to work properly should be taken to the Library Media Center as soon as possible. If a loaner Chromebook is needed, one may be issued to the student from the Library Media Center until their Chromebook can be repaired or replaced. Here are some general precautions that should be kept in mind about your Google Chromebook. Food or drink is not recommended near your Chromebook. Cords should be inserted carefully into your Chromebook. Chromebooks should not be plugged in where they can be a tripping hazard. Keep wires and cords out of walkways so no one gets injured. Chromebooks should remain free of any labels, drawings, writing, or stickers. Chromebooks should be shut down when not in use to conserve battery life. Nothing should ever be placed on top of your Chromebook. This can cause damage to the screen. Do not carry your Chromebook by the screen or with your Chromebook open. Both of these ways can damage the Chromebook. Do not expose your Chromebook to direct sunlight for extended periods of time. We hope you are as excited and thrilled as we are to participate in our one-to-one Google Chromebook initiative. We look forward to working with you this upcoming school year.
We would like to let you know and make you aware that no students or Chromebooks were harmed in the making of that video. We used some very, very ancient old laptops that didn't work pretty much anyway, but they did a really good job creating that. So we're going to talk to you about, boys and girls, about signing on to your Chromebook. If you have never signed on to Google or never signed into Chrome here at school, you are going to want to sign in with your 6-digit user ID at hazelwoodschools.org. That is your username, and that's also your email address. Your password initially will be capital HSD and your birth date, okay? But once you enter that, it's going to ask you to change your password. We have a brochure that Jolie's holding up here, and all of that information about the passwords are in there. So if you get confused or you're not sure, that's in the brochure for you.
So now we're going to talk a little bit about Chromebooks at home and at school. Like Mr. McCorkle said, all of the Chromebooks have an agent on them that keep your Chromebook safe at home, as if it was on the Hazelwood campus. However, we all know that middle school students are brilliant and they have ways of getting around things, so monitoring your students at home is extremely important. And we have a few websites for you to look at in this brochure. The first one is about digital citizenship, and you can go in there and it kind of tells you how to keep kids safe online. The second one is about social media sites and other things. So I'm just gonna poll the kids here. How many of you use Facebook as your primary source of talking to your friends? Parents, how many of you are on Facebook? This is why your students are not on Facebook. So, right. So this website allows you to see some of the newer social media sites that are out there, and the kids really don't like us being there, but we need to know. Also, your students are going to be able to change their passwords. It's very important that you have their login and their passwords so that you can see what's happening on that Chromebook while you're at home. Kids, we can see everything that you do on these Chromebooks. Everything. We can see your mail, we can see what's in your drive, we can see what you're looking at, what websites you're browsing. Parents, you should be able to see that too. So make sure that you're getting the IDs and passwords from your students. Okay, and now Mr. McCorkle is going to talk to you about the handbook.
Okay, so we're almost done with our presentation, but I wanted to talk a little bit about the handbook. So each and every one of you are going to get one of these when you go pick up your Chromebook. And what this is for, it talks about do's and don'ts and responsibility. We're going to have each parent or guardian and the student sign this. And there's a page in the very back. You're going to get to keep that page for yourself. We're going to keep the one on the back. There's the same page internal that's going to go with the handbook. But basically what this is doing is we understand how accidents happen to things. We know if something gets broken by accident, or if something's damaged, that sort of thing, from manufacturer warranty, that sort of deal, we're going to fix the device. But what we're not going to do is tolerate malicious behavior anymore. And what we're proposing on this is that we're going to set a set of fees for things that are done with malicious intent, not with normal break fix, or, there's all those cases of things that happen. If somebody else did something, we're going to look at them case by case. But if you intentionally break something on your device, then we're going to do a per charge on it. We're going to do a $25 first incident, $50 for the second, $100 for the third, and then market value, whatever it is, to replace the Chromebook. And right now it's around $275 for the bag and the Chromebook itself. So we understand we're not trying to make money on this. This has been very successful, and we're not collecting any money. People are very responsible so far, and we've already shelled out about 7,000 of these things to this district. So we're doing really well with that. Very happy. Just think of this like a band instrument or something in robotics you're doing, or some big textbook. Nothing different. This is something you're going to have the whole time, the rest of the time that you're here. And this device is going to be your device each and every year. So the same one, you're not going to get a brand new one next year, you're going to get yours. So take care of it. That's really all we're asking for to do.